think this is a bit of the philosophy behind the Carol Shelton winemaking, right? Mastering the Zen of Zin. You just heard it here. Carol was talking about a holistic aspect to it. We have the name Karma here.
We're trying to make something that is complete from front to back.
Yeah.
So you put it in your mouth, you get a nice bright burst of fruit and jam, and then it lasts, it lingers after you've already swallowed it, or heaven forbid, spat it out if you were really doing a professional tasting.
Right. Yeah, you notice we haven't been spitting these wines out. You could still call this tasting, because I'm definitely tasting wine, but we're also enjoying it because it's fantastic. Mm-hmm. How would you compare this? Because you have a broad line of Zinfandel. Mm-hmm. We tasted something previously from Cucamonga, completely different area, 93-year-old vines.
100% Zin.
100% Zin, organically farmed. Mm-hmm. Then we also tasted something. What area was that again? The
Mendocino, Wild Thing.
Mendocino, again, another different, completely different area. Mm-hmm. 100%.
No, actually 90% Zin and 10% Carignan.
Okay, interesting. Mm-hmm. And that was the wild yeast fermentation. And now here we are with this. Really a layman's way of describing the difference between these.
Wild Thing to me is the lightest of my 5 Zins, my 5 kids, but the most entry-level, user-friendly, especially because it's softer, it's creamier, it goes with a lot of different foods, but you're not challenged by any back grip, if you will. Yeah. And it's got a bit of alcohol, but it's tamed. It doesn't come across as fiery heat or as sweet or raisins. It's a very easy-to-drink wine.
Sure.
And then the Munga presents a lot more gnarly, deep, complex flavors. There's a little bit of dusty earth, but a lot of intriguing kind of Asian spices.
Yeah,
and the concentration is the most dense and intense of any of the wines that I make.
Mm-hmm.
This has a lot of layers because of the different varietals, because of the vine age as well, and it has a little touch of earthiness, which is great with things like mushrooms and game dishes, duck and venison and things like that, but it's great with pizza like we're going to have.
We're going to have some pizza,
yeah. Pizza and pasta and all that. Has enough acidity. Again, I really work on that to make sure that there's enough acid. The alcohol is only 14.8, so that's what you're looking for.
So 14.8, yeah, okay.
Yep. And then my other 2 Zins, this is cool climate, Russian River, relatively cool. It's just outside the town of Santa Rosa, so it can get a few warm days, but the Maple Zin, which you have on your list, is from Dry Creek, and more days are over 100 in Dry Creek than anywhere. Well, Alexander Valley has a lot of hot too, but I don't make an Alexander Valley Zin. Of my Zins, that's a very hot Zin, and it's picked more like Labor Day week or somewhere around there. This is picked a month later. It takes that much longer, so it takes a long time to develop on the vine and have more complexity and depth. The maple has just straight, bright forward blackberry fruit. Just like, to me, it's a tail wagger. It's juicy and jammy and easy to quaff down and enjoy, and yet it's got some black pepper spice, like classic Dry Creek. And then my 5th Zin is from Rockpile.
Okay, and right. Well, that's quite
more
famous
Cabernet
recently.
like. Yeah, that's more Cabernet like, and that's up high at 1,400 foot elevation. And because of that, the grapes stay on the vine about 2 weeks later than in Dry Creek, similar to here, and that gives them more time for the tannins to get more polished. Okay. They never get baked as they do down in Dry Creek. They never get as hot. It's barely over 100 ever up in Rockpile. So the flavors have kind of plummy, expressive black cherry fruit and just a touch of herbalness, but a really nice fine tannin structure. That's what it's really known for.
Really good.
Very elegant.
A lot of diversity in your portfolio, yet focused, mainly focused on that. I know you do some cab, you do some white wine that you just started doing, which is really fun. Thanks so much. Signing off. Cheers, Carol.
Cheers.
Yes.